All right, family. Welcome back to Mosaic Entertainment Group Presents. For today's episode, which is episode number 9. Yes, episode number 9. All right, hand clap for consistency, episode number 9. Today, I'm going to do a repeat of what I did for my last episode, which was a reading of my series called Snapshots. Okay. So for the first one, you saw Raphael and you saw Shonda read Snapshots, The Walk. All right. So today I have two more beautiful, wonderful actors who are going to read another scene of the series of the Snapshots marriage. And this one is called Empty Nest. All right. So this is the third and quote final stage of children in the marriage. And now it's time for the couple to be your empty nesters and move on with life. All right, family. So that's what we're doing today. Remember, it's called Snapshots. It's called the Empty Nest. Today I have Staceye Beatty, and I have what I call Mr. Tim Ryder. I call him Ryder, Tim Ryder. I don't know why I call it.
Right on.
Right on. All right. So, Mr. Timothy, what was your last name again, sir? I want you.
Cole, Timothy Cole.
Timothy Cole.
C-O-L-E.
Yeah, I wanted you to say it. That's why I said Timothy Cole. You see that? Timothy Cole. There you go. So, so I got Timothy Cole and Staceye Beatty reading today. I want you guys to really zoom in and pay attention to the scene. Once again, it's called Snapshots, and it's called this series, or the title of this particular series of the Snapshots is called The Empty Nest. All right, family? So we're going to go ahead and go into the scene. Once again, it's all about being fresh. It's all about being creative here at Mosaic Entertainment Group Presents. So Mosaic Entertainment Group presents today Snapshots. Reading the scene, once again, is Staceye and Timothy. All right, you guys. Are we ready?
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
And take your time. Have fun with it, and action.
Nadine, what you doing over there?
What I always do.
Thinking about them kids again.
You remember Lauren's 5th birthday? And I asked you to barbecue and you was afraid to?
Yes, I do.
And you burnt all the meat for Lauren. She was so mad.
Yeah.
But you came to the rescue as you always do. And you took all the kids to the roller rink world. Y'all had an impromptu party right there with pizza and cake.
Yes. This second job money always came in on time, man.
Yes, it did. I miss those days, Wendell. I miss being mommy. I become mom so quickly. I don't even remember the last time hearing a child's voice say it.
Okay. What's wrong?
Oh, you remember this one? You remember this one?
Yeah.
Your oldest daughter, Regina, thought it would be funny to get in the car and take off. She had the nerve to get an attitude with me at 5 years old. I told her little butt to leave.
She did leave.
Yes, she did. I couldn't believe it. I had to take a picture of that little girl in the driver's seat with the engine running, mind you.
And that's when we realized she had an attitude.
Her little stank butt.
Well, she's an awesome mom now. She's doing very well for herself, right?
Yeah. What am I going to do with myself, Wendell? I mean, it's been over a year since our baby boy left for college, and he traveling the world playing basketball. I hardly even get to see him. He was my baby.
The last time I checked, he still is your baby.
I know.
Look, even though things didn't work out perfectly in our lives, we had a great life together.
Hmm. I know we did.
And the kids, they always come back. So why not enjoy this time, baby? We're free.
I'm sorry, but I don't look at it like that. I mean, I put so much of me into them, so much time and so much money. I didn't do anything for myself, so I'm not free because I'm still trapped. I don't even know what I'm gonna do about us.
I think you're looking at this all wrong.
And I think you've been a little inconsiderate about my feelings.
Well, I'm ready for this part of my life. I mean, I never felt better about our life, myself, our marriage, our finances, everything. We're finally where we wanted to be. You know, our life is okay. So I don't, so it didn't happen when the kids were home. I mean, I wish it did. And I'm definitely missing the things about our kids when they were younger. We have an opportunity at this time, baby, to live life without the kids holding us back. We are still young enough and healthy enough to have fun again.
You know what? We should have had another kid after little Michael. I mean, they'd at least be starting middle school right now. That's what I want.
Uh, Look, I'm good with all the reminiscing and all, baby. But having a kid at that age right now, it wouldn't be what you would think it would be. You know, I'm missing the kids, and I realize that thinking now. But you need to let go of the past and embrace a beautiful future together. Do you not want to be with me anymore? I mean, are we at the end of the road? You're a
No,
bit
when
distant, you know?
no, Wendell, this has nothing to do with you. I know you love me and I know you're happy, but I'm not. I'm just missing my babies. I
I'm
feel
sure
so
you do.
lost sometimes.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, baby. But I just wish you would relax and see it from my way for once. It looks like you've been in a fog for the last year or so. And are you questioning our future together? It's like you're questioning me. I mean, you say you have nothing, and it's like, what the hell? What am I doing here then?
Please don't take any of this personal. It has nothing to do with you. You have to understand that, Wendell.
I do. It's just that we're still young enough to travel, shop, or just lay in the bed all day, enjoy our lives in these last few remaining years together, and be happy. And I mean, I wish that you could realize that. We could start dating again.
You know, all that sounds good. I mean, it really does. But you're not a mother.
What are you afraid of?
My children not needing me anymore, Wendell.
How about I still need you?
I love you, Wendell.
You know, it's always been my dream to take you on that dream vacation.
Really? Like right now?
And I want to do that for you. Right now. You name the place, and we're there. I didn't bust my ass all those years for nothing.
I know, honey. I know. Okay. Well, um, what about Ocho Rios, Jamaica?
Perfect. What's wrong now?
I just had a thought.
Okay.
I remember going out the few times that we did go out, and the kids, they drove me crazy. I mean, they would be screaming, yelling, fighting all the time. I wanted to kill them sometimes. Yeah, I guess you're right. Whatever.
Well, whatever.
And scene. All right. Excellent. Excellent job, you guys. Really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Dang, Stacey, you had me caught up for a minute. I had to look away for a second.
I don't know if y'all heard the background back there, but I had some sound back there.
Yeah, I did, but we kept going, and it was great. Thank you,
Cool.
you guys. That was wonderful, wonderful. So, introduce yourselves to the audience. Let's start first with Miss Stacey Beatty. Please introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us who you are.
Hey, everybody. I'm Stacey E, and that's spelled S-T-A-C-E-Y-E, Beatty. And I am not only an actor, but I'm also a model, and I am CEO and owner of my own foundation called Stacey E, Follow Your Dreams. And what I do is I build talent. So if you're looking to get your resume built, I'm your girl. Y'all can follow me on, no longer on Facebook, but I am on IG, and you can find me at ms.staceye. E-Y-E, all one word.
E-Y-E. All right. All right. Is that it? Is that it?
That's it, you guys.
Tim, introduce
All right, my name is
Tim.
Yes, sir. My name is Timothy Patrick Cole. I started acting years ago. Very first film was Major League. I was an extra and a ball player. After that, I did a series of commercials and other small films, and then did Mr. 3000. So my career spans probably like 15 years on and off, just doing stuff, modeling and stuff, like even writing plays, and I've been in some plays. Haven't done anything in a while, just been very busy with life. I have 5 grandchildren, and just kind of enjoying that, enjoying the people in my life. I miss Hollywood sometimes, I'll be honest with you. I miss some of the things that goes on sometimes, but at the same time, I'm kind of like you, Jermaine, community is really dragging me. So I'm really enjoying the community aspect of bringing us together, and bringing our consciousness together as a people. Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of my focus goes right now, education, and educating myself, educating myself in those things that I feel like I missed out on, as far as our community, as far as our educating ourselves as a Black people. So I'm doing that. I'm so submerged in that, and it kind of reminds me of the comedian that died not too long ago, the brother who was a comedian and then he became an activist. What was his name, Jermaine? The brother, he was always, I can't think of his name. It'll come to me after everything is gone.
That's what done.
But I think about him, and he made a statement, and he said that, we flock out to and see entertainers and athletes and stuff like that, but they're just a small part of our world. Our world is so big and so vast. Mm-hmm. And in the generation that's rising up right now, they realize that. And so they're willing to take their talents, not just running to Hollywood and expecting to be a quote unquote celebrity. They're looking to affect their community. And I want to be a part of that group. Exactly. I want to be a part of educating our children and rising up and being stronger. That's where our goal is in our babies, man. So that's what's up. So I don't know if I ever get back doing anything in Hollywood.
Well, if things go my way, if things go the way I'm planning it, we'll create Phoenix's version of Hollywood.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, brother.
This is the first.
Dang, Tim. Dang, Tim, you made me feel bad. I gave little information. I didn't want to overdo it, I figured you go to Facebook, you could pretty much find me and see what I do. But I do want to say one thing, Jermaine, before you take over. I've got a few films coming out. So one of them is called Controlled. Okay. So you guys can, any information about me and film and what I'm doing in the film industry, you can always go to my IMDb page. Like I said, my name is Stacey E. Beatty, all one word. So you can find me there. But you guys do support. This is a Black film produced by a Black director. And, that's what Tim was saying, we just, and this is not about black or white or anything. It's just really about good actors and good directors really getting out there, putting a script out there that is very powerful, that can grab the audience's attention in less than 3 seconds. And this is exactly what it does. I mean, it's very powerful. So I just invite everyone out there to, just check me out on, once again, Instagram, because most of everything I do, I post it on Instagram. So whether it's IMBD, the films I'm doing, that's where you're going to really learn about me.
Now, you do have one on Netflix, right? You have one that came out and it's on Netflix right now. Tell the audience about that one.
Oh, yeah, I have a few. There's one on Netflix, and it's called, it's called Emulator. As a matter of fact, yeah, hold on for 1 second.
Yeah, we got to let the audience know. She on Netflix and everything, bro.
Okay. This is Emulator, you guys. It's on DVD.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it right there.
You can go and check that out. I don't know. There's some pretty powerful people on there. Another one that's coming out is called Exposure. So those are in pre-production right now. There's also one on Amazon Prime. It's called 12 Steps. Now, 12 Steps is very powerful. It's not a film. It's more of a documentary. And it's documentary of people with addictions. And it doesn't matter what that addiction is, whether it's alcohol, it's drinking, it's pills, which is really a really big epidemic in our society right now. Just because it's prescription, it doesn't mean that it's not a drug. And, they use that, in to the extent to where they become addicts as well. Working moms, so there's a lot of addictions out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be drugs or alcohol. So that's what this 12 steps is all about. And it's called Came to Believe. There's 3 episodes or 3 versions of it. The one that I'm featured in is 12 Steps Came to Believe. And I'm basically a very strong, hardworking mother. And I have my own business, kind of like reality. I have my own business doing my thing. And I'm just so overwhelmed. I'm having a drink and I'm drinking and driving. I ain't going to tell the whole story, but very powerful. So you guys check that out as well.
Awesome. See, we got some folk working out here.
And I appreciate y'all support.
Oh, you got it. Hey, no question. Yeah. I mean, I wanted you to tell the audience everything you got going on so we can get, people to support you. That's the whole point. Just get it out there so we know. And I remembered you had some stuff coming on Netflix, so we need everybody to support. So when the show airs, just send me some links and stuff as well for your IMDb. And that will work as well. And I'll put the link in, and so the audience can follow you as well. And same thing for you too, Tim. So let me ask you guys something. As I usually ask all my guests, and from what I understand, because I know the both of you personally, so no one here is a native of Arizona. So and Tim and I actually share the same birthday, which is really, really, really rare. And
we birth brothers.
Birthday brothers.
Spiritual birth brothers.
There's a connection there, and then. So I know Tim is from the Midwest. So Stacey, where are you from again? Where are you originally from?
LA. But I've been in land of the angels.
18 years. I lived in England.
I ain't gonna throw up no signs or nothing, but y'all know it's a sign of love. It's a sign of love.
That's all it was.
There you go, baby, to the heart. To the heart.
That's right. Okay. And of course, I'm from New York, born and raised. I had to tat it on my arm. You know what I mean?
Wow, I know that's a cool tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, real. That's real.
That's real. And I got it with the towers on there. I don't know.
I see that.
Oh yeah.
Towers.
Yeah. The city of New York.
I did it old school, so that's the New York I remember. You know what I mean? So.
Did you do that Indian ink? Where they had the needle and they was just.
Oh no, this is a real tattoo. I know you mean that's
that's the old school.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's before they had all them little machines that came out. They would get the Indian ink and dump it in there, and you just.
Yeah. It's a heartbeat. It's the EKG, the heartbeat. So.
Oh, it is.
And then you can see the EKG kind of go up. Like that. So
he's spiking up there.
Yep. So it's my heartbeat, basically. So that's why.
That was creative.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I saw that.
Yeah, that's creative.
I'm gonna get that one. Tim, where you from, brother? Let the world know where you're from.
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Another Midwest.
Wisconsin.
Another
Woo.
you from Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Right.
With the
I didn't know they had brothers out there.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that. There's a lot of black folks in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Brewer country.
See?
Yeah, boy. That's cheese and beer, right?
Right, cheese and beer. Yeah.
45
Wow.
minutes from Chicago. So
Right.
that's like Chicago's little brother over there. And
Exactly.
it goes,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
it goes
Okay.
down. in Milwaukee.
That close, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm on this side of the world, so I know nothing about.
Yep. See, we from
Right.
the other
Wow.
side of the Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Like the East Coast and Midwest guys, we have a lot of, we move around a lot because
Yeah.
the game.
Exactly.
The game keeps us moving, and we're close to each other. So it's a lot of New York to Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
whole
Yeah.
region, a lot of, New York to the South. It's a lot of that, it's travel. So anything east of the Mississippi, there's a lot of movement. Once you get west of Mississippi, things just seem to like stop. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, because, West Coast, West, that's it.
Yeah,
That's-
West,
West Coast,
Phoenix
we
is
West Coast.
Phoenix is about as far west as we go.
Right.
Right.
Something about the beach, it kind of does something, you don't.
Yeah.
But then it's funny because New York has beaches all in it. So it's like,
Yeah.
kind of weird. It's a city on the water, basically. And it's beach.
Oh.
I used to go to the beach as a kid. Didn't even think about it, in the Bronx, literally in the Bronx. There's like beaches. So you can go to because the Bronx is a peninsula. So it's surrounded on, 3 sides by water. And the whole city, Manhattan is an island. Brooklyn and Queens is part of the island of Long Island. Then you got Staten Island. So it's a city of islands. We're the only borough that's not an island. We're actually attached to part of the main state of New York. Where the state of New York, we're right at the bottom tip. And then you got the
Wow.
island. So, but that's hundreds of squares. There's 11 million people stuffed in New York City. So that's just the city. That don't have nothing to do with the state. That's just the
You just gave me National Geographic 101.
Oh yeah. I'm skilled with that, man.
And then
that's
like
awesome.
like Wisconsin, we have Lake Michigan, and so we have Lake Michigan that divides us from Michigan, right?
Yep.
And we used to joke all the time about because the beach right there in Milwaukee, you feel like you can look if you had a stethoscope, you can look straight across the Lake Michigan and you can see Detroit, you can see Michigan.
Wow.
And we always used to joke about that. Just take a boat and go straight across and you'll land right there.
Right.
Ain't that where Prince come from? Lake Minnetonka. Ain't that somewhere out there somewhere?
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
Oh, he's from Minnesota. That's right.
Okay.
Wisconsin. That's right.
Okay.
Minnesota. Yep.
Learn something new every day.
That's right. That's what it is. So I appreciate you guys for coming on. I really, really appreciate you guys for taking the time, doing the scene with me. So I do also would like feedback real quick. So just give me just a quick assessment of the scene. What did you guys think? Stacey, to start with you. How did you feel about the scene? Would you like to see more of this type of thing?
First, I want to start off by actually really thanking you, Jermaine. It's opportunity is always, I'm never not thankful for having opportunity. So thank you. And if those watching, if you guys don't know about Jermaine, as far as empty nest go, I wish you would finish this and take it where it needs to go, because that little scene right there, me as a mother, and I say that because the reason why you see me kind of get emotional right now is because it's kind of connecting the dots with what's going on with me right now. All my kids are gone and this is an empty nest. And one of the things that's really hard for a woman, I don't care how old we get, whether we 55, 65, 85, your kids is your heart. And you could be, my kids can be 50 or 60 and it's just like, it's still an empty nest always, and that's why we always reach out. So it has a powerful meaning, that little part of it. So that's why I just hope you take it a little bit further, because I think that more men really need to understand the concept of where a woman comes from in her heart. I mean, we're lions. Watch National Geographic. A lioness protects her cubs.
Absolutely.
That's nonstop. So I love it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ted.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. I really do. That comes out of experience. You know what I mean? And just kind of seeing ahead. And we're actually getting to that point, in our lives as well. But when I wrote it, it was kind of projected because our children were still small. So
Yeah.
kind of was projecting on that. So I really appreciate that. Really do.
Oh, you're so welcome. So true. So true.
And we are going to film this. My actually writers group, we are gonna take this a step further. So I definitely definitely hit the screen in a different way. But you guys broke it out. You guys broke it for the audience, and I really appreciate that. Brother Tim, what you think, man?
It was fun again. Once again, Stacey's amazing. So enjoyed that. Once again, thank you, Jermaine, for giving me another shot at this one. And it was fun. You know, a little nervous going into it because I've been, like I said, I've been out of the loop for a while. So it's good to jump back in again. And definitely can relate to my character because, as she said, mom and dad are two different things on how they look at this, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm on the other side, you know, 52 years old, empty nest. You know, kids are gone, grandkids. They're no longer the first thought. they're like the second thought and the third thought. You know, because right now it's all it's all about getting what you miss, right? And then also becoming aware of self. That's another thing too, because when you're dived into becoming a father, like I was a young father at 20 years old. You know, they became first, and they were always first until they left the nest, right? So now you have opportunity to think about yourself. And just like he was saying, like, man, we have opportunity to shop, sleep all day, you know, let's do it, you know, and I could definitely relate to that because I had my moments once my babies were gone. In fact, when my last son graduated from high school, I was ready. I think in about 6 months, I had got rid of where we were staying, downsized, right? And I moved to LA. I moved to LA in November of that same year. I moved to LA to pursue my acting career. So that just gives you just, we was like, hey, I'm done. My son was like, man, Dad, you serious? Like, oh, you thought I was playing? It was real, you know, so you go chase your dreams and you just want to live life to the fullest. But at the same time, the kids do matter. So it's definitely a different view for moms and dads, no doubt.
Absolutely, man.
Definitely.
As fathers, we look at it as that. We look at it as not as we getting rid of the kids.
No.
No, it's never that because we understand, Tim. You know, we have many discussions.
Keeps going.
We never stop being dads.
Never stop.
We got to put the game down from now until we 6 feet under. It don't matter.
Yep.
You know, baby's 26 and still calling me and crying about stuff, and I still got to drop game no matter how much game I put in her as she was growing up. Now she out there in the world. It's a whole nother, you know, he's a deer in the headlights at that point. So
yeah, it's a beast out there.
Oh man, you still got to give game. That don't stop, and especially for our daughters, you know. But we constantly get.
But the other side is too, Jermaine. Don't you feel like I gave you all the tools that you need?
Yeah.
So I'm counting on you to use those tools. Then, but when they come back, like he said, line and move the kids, they're gonna come back because they always do come back, and that's okay. We get you tuned up again. We're gonna push you right back out there. Okay.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
Them coming back don't stop us. Don't stop us.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just because you back.
Yeah.
You know, okay, rinse due on the first, you know, the
right.
Don't dirty up my dishes.
Right.
And deuces.
Can't use my car.
Don't
my cars.
Don't even ask.
But sometimes, you know, you retired men, when you get rid of the kids, you guys get, you know, I'm retired. I don't want to do nothing. I want to sit and watch TV, watch the sports. Don't leave me alone. That's when the woman becomes empty, you know, and that's why she has that need all the time, constantly, because it's like, it's an empty nest. Like, you're doing you. Yes, you've worked hard to support our family all these years. I love you. I appreciate that. But now I have an emptiness, and you're not feeling that emptiness. Right. So then she starts, you know, reaching out to her kids, tell them to come stay for a week or two. Daddy saying leave the next day.
Exactly. You ain't going yet.
So it's really a lesson in a lot of it when you think about it, because, you know, it's an eye opener for us as men. We have to, you know, and I wanted to make sure when I wrote the piece that I took a lot of what my wife was telling me, you know, and a lot of the discussions we've had where you had to see it from their perspective as well, because, you know, like I said, man, we ready. Once they're at a certain age, man, we ready.
Yeah.
Just because we ready as men don't mean that our wives will be ready, no matter what. You know what I mean? And, you know,
smart man.
Yeah.
Let me show y'all something.
Yeah. So we have to slow down, and we have to, and that's why he was being so accommodating to her and didn't lose patience with her. Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
What was that
You've seen
again?
this book before, right?
Yes, I
If you
have.
haven't,
Yes.
Love and respect.
very good book. It shows both sides, man and women, how we think, because we think very differently, you
Yes.
know?
Yes. And we have to, especially
Totally
in
agree.
the ages that we are now,
Yes.
we have to add more grace and patience and understanding to our lives, because and especially for them, we got to kind of give them that space a little bit, because they're going through their deprogramming now, they're
Hmm.
defracking, so to speak, because now it's like their bodies break down. After women have a baby and their bodies have to reprogram and get back to normal, it's the same thing. They have to recalibrate their minds to not having that someone with a necessity need, like a child, has a necessity need. Because men, we have our needs, but we're not children. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying? We're almost not disposable, but we can be disregarded, in the moment.
Yeah.
What we just do is not take it personal. I don't care.
Yep.
Disregard me. I got an office in here. I can come down here. I know it. And then when you get bored, you come holler at your boy, and then we'll do what we're supposed to do as a couple. That's when I get up off my personal thing, and now it's about us. You know what I mean? So I'm never stuck on just me and what I want and my needs. You know what I mean? And it's
Right.
always that openness. So when I wrote that scene, I wanted to make sure that her voice was just as prevalent. And as a matter of fact, her need was the driver throughout the whole scene. And his understanding that, and just say, hey, baby, there's always another side. There's always another
Hmm.
perspective. There's always, so he never lost patience. He never got
No.
irritable. He just wanted to make sure that his woman was okay, and get to see, hey, look, it's not as bad as you feel, but I got to give you your space to grieve at the same time. So,
Right.
and that's what it is. It's a grieving process.
Right.
And
And
we're
that's
grieving
how you know you have a good director, a good script. That right there. We're
Break it
bringing
down.
this, you guys. I hope you guys are watching this, because it's coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh yes.
Good writer, good director. Trust us.
Thank you.
Coming, right, It's coming, right, Jermaine?
Oh, it's coming. Oh, it's coming
Exactly.
without question.
All right,
COVID-19
cool.
not COVID-19 or not, is definitely coming. We can still congregate. It's three of us. We can still get together. It's four people.
Right?
We can
Oh,
still get
yeah.
together and shoot something. As long as we're not, too long.
Mhm.
So there's no
Yeah.
excuse. That's why I'm doing this, because there's really no excuse for not getting anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the audience sees
Exactly.
it, and they see you beautiful guys' faces, and I appreciate everything, man. So thank you, Stacey. Thank you,
You're welcome.
Tim, for reading my scene tonight. Mosaic Entertainment Group presents Snapshots, The Empty Nest. I want the audience to give a virtual hand clap to my guests.
Come on, y'all.
Once
Give it
again,
up,
my
y'all. Give it
beautiful
up.
actors out here, Stacey and Tim, appreciate you guys' time. Once again, you guys, thanks for tuning in to Mosaic Entertainment Group presents. Now you can also find me on Patreon. Yes, I have a Patreon. So go onto my Patreon account. Log in. It's Mosaic. So it's MOSENT Group. That's my Patreon page. Go ahead. I have three tiers. You have a $5 tier, $10 tier, $20 tier. Support your boy. I have exclusive content like this and much more coming. So now you can find me on Patreon. You can find me on Gumroad. And also, you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. All right, you guys, any final words? Stacey, any final words where the audience can find you once again?
Just don't miss out, y'all, because it's coming. That's all I can say. It's coming.
Appreciate it. Tim, any final words, my brother?
I definitely agree with Stacey, and once again, everybody go out and support our brother. He's not the new thing; he's the best thing. So get with him, support him, and hey, Phoenix, let's step up. Let's put some good content, some good work out there. And our community, please come out and support and realize and understand. We support each other. We win.
Absolutely. And on that note, once again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode number 9, the Mosaic Entertainment Group presents. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Peace, audience. Love you guys. Peace, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye. You're
All right,
welcome.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care, Stacey.
All righty.
Bye, Tim. Window.
Bye.